Oh,
Here.
she gave you some of that bread. That's it. It's like an olive bread.
Yeah, she gave it to Jana, so I said, she will not eat that, but I will.
I think Rose could be one of your good students because she'll follow
Is
you.
this the one? Okay, this is the one.
She's already pretty sexy, so I think she's really concerned with her health.
Ba't wood na wood kasi inigit?
Ano? Mataas lang.
Where is it? Oh, there. There he is. Oh my gosh, that's so Now the time is 7:11.
7-Eleven? No, is it?
Yeah, it's 7:11. I just saw here, huh?
Oh, yeah, 7-Eleven. Our clock is slow.
No, it's fast. Oh yeah, it's slow.
It's
It's
slow.
like 8. Hello guys. Just finished our dance workout and I am kinda or no, not kinda. I'm very tired.
Yes. Pagod na pagod.
Pagod na pagod ang lola. The grandmother is too tired. Very tired. But you know guys, that is part of the life.
And you know what? After a while, it gets to be a good tired. The thing Jen wants to work on is when she gets tired, not to take it out on the rest of the family.
Yes. This is for banana later, right?
Yeah.
So actually,
No, you can use that. We can get another bowl.
No, it's okay. I will just eat
But
here.
do we have a knife?
A knife?
Yeah.
No,
This
ate.
meat is
Change it
so tough. We've got to cook it different.
You want to eat this?
Yeah, I want to take a bite of it, but I want to cut it.
I can just eat like
I know you can eat that, but I don't like doing that.
Mm.
Tough, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's why I want to cut it up in small pieces. So we got some porky steaks here, really tough, like shoe leather, and I don't care. It's the flavor and the meat that I like.
Do you like the flavor, baby cow?
I do. It's protein. It's got the onions on there, so it's
And
really
the
good.
garlic.
Really good flavor. Just gets stuck in my teeth, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
We've got our eggs here, of course, with the.
Excuse me.
Oh, would you grab some more tissues over there? We've got some eggs. I've got cream cheese here with the kimchi. I haven't had kimchi for a while.
Yeah. I smell the kimchi. It's like,
Mm.
What did you want? Ate, samahan mo na ate sa tinidor.
So I had, I think, 5 eggs this morning. That was about 11:30. I'm eating late today. Just try to get all your food within an 8 hour.
You know, when I was there after Zumba, I said, what I am praying is, I'm praying to God that hopefully Tim let me some pork chop. Hopefully Tim.
I don't always.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping because when he eat, especially if he like the food,
Oh yeah,
he
it'd be
will
gone.
not
It would have been gone.
let me some. And I cannot blame on him because he said, let me know, because if you didn't let me know when you put in front of me.
Yeah, how can I know? And I was very disappointed today because I wanted Bagnat. Yeah? And so we went to the store and Jen said, no, I got pork chops at home. Okay, I said, I'll buy Bagnat here. Well, the guy was on lunch break. It's like, oh my God.
That they don't allow him to eat the
I
baguette.
can't win for losing. It's like, much better. Jen and I went to Trace today and met up with our friend Michael C. and his girlfriend Rose.
Yeah, shout out to Michael C.
Yeah,
and also to Rose.
we had a great time today. And
Tiring, but
it was tiring. We had to go to a funeral first. And then it was funny at the funeral because we took, it was our baby girl Gianna, you know, she's 2 years old. And she's a little autistic. And it was her first time in the big Catholic church that I know of, other than her baptism, which she didn't remember.
okay.
So she was running up and down the aisles, you know, and the church is half full with all the people in there. And it's a big church. Going, wow! Wow!
Unstoppable wow.
Unstoppable wow. Funny to tell. And Jen's trying to run around, quiet her down. It's like totally impossible.
Oh, she visit all the seats.
She did.
She
She
cleaned
loved-
all the floor.
She loves those pews. The first time I can remember a Catholic church really, well, I was pretty young, you know, when my mom was Catholic.
How old is that?
Not my dad.
Yes.
My dad was an atheist. But he always went to church. And first thing that struck me was Jesus on the cross, because there he is, you know, a big 12-foot high Jesus on the cross. It's weird. And then I remember every time I went into a church as a little kid, I was always just staring at that Jesus on the cross. It's like, and I thought the same thing every time. This is weird. This is just strange. And then I see all these Christians running around wearing these crosses like a badge of honor. It's like, oh my God, that is so twisted. That is one tough little porky steak.
It's okay. With the fat, that's
I
mine.
know, I'm trying to cut it for you.
Really, just cut your meat.
And you can see it's like, it takes an effort to saw through this.
That's why I use my finger. Easier.
Well, I'm thinking what we should do is slow cook this in the oven, don't
Yeah.
you think?
Next time.
Next time, we'll slow cook it in the oven. Live and learn.
We didn't make a slow cook because I'm in a hurry.
Yes.
And he didn't tell me that he want to eat.
No, I told her last night I wanted bagnet. Last night.
Told me last night.
I did.
Sorry,
She
baby.
didn't even hear me. As a matter of fact, I think I did it on our when we were doing our mukbang. We can look back at that.
Forgive me.
You're forgiven. It's just like, wow, okay. She shouldn't have been in a hurry, but she was in a hurry.
Mm. So I need to go to dress it tomorrow. I'll go back there. I need to buy some liempo.
Well, what you should do is buy
A box.
a box. Are you going to be taking the clothes tomorrow?
I will try.
Today, the driver for the clothes couldn't pick us up.
Yeah, he said he's sick. And it's understandable. Because I think he's been sick last time.
Boom.
I want more ano, kimchi. Just want the kimchi, just kimchi. I don't want with the cream cheese. I like with the cream cheese. I love cream cheese though.
I like these little purple onions.
Yeah. Yeah, and also onion with no more stuff.
So that you can pick up tomorrow at Tressa.
Yeah, I will message the Mario today. Too spicy.
Found a really good video with Alan Watts today. So I'm going to be duplicating some of these videos on these people that I'm watching who I align my life after.
Hello guys, please press the like button and subscribe. You can do also leave a comment and we can talk here.
Jen and I are experts at intermittent fasting, and if any of you are wondering about that, we can teach you. I've been intermittent fasting. I've been fasting and intermittent fasting since I was a child. I didn't really develop the science of it until I was 52 years old.
I will try the bread of Rose.
That looks good.
I will try this olive oil. That's why I said, what's this bear? It looks like a mold. She said, no,
Oh, it's not.
it's not a mold. I said, okay. Because you know, how does we find this in the fridge? Baby see the fridge. And she said, ice cream. When she see Rose fridge, she said, ice cream. I said, baby love, this is not mommy love freezer, so no ice cream. Then Rose said, no ice cream, just this. And then she saw the bread and she just gave Jenna the bread. Thank you, Rose. I will try the bread.
Well, Michael is diabetic, so I don't think they eat a lot of sweets.
They have a lot of stuff of sweets there, like Gatorade.
Yeah.
Can you give me some egg? He already eat too much egg, so I want to get some of his eggs. He already ate this morning 5 eggs and then 4 eggs, and now we got 4 again.
Yeah. I
So
love
it's
it.
like
I love eggs.
13 eggs.
Only
Hi Isaac, hello.
Hi, Isaac. Only 13 eggs today.
Maybe that egg is mine now.
This one
Hmm.
or this one?
Both.
That's okay because I'm at the Harihachi Boo place. I want to have some sardine. This is one of the things that
This is okay.
this
It's not sweet.
one of the things I discovered is
You really give me, huh?
when you overeat, and I'm done with this. When you overeat, you're setting yourself up for some real problems.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where's Isaac from?
Philippines.
Oh, Philippines, okay. Isaac is from Philippines
He's
and
8 years old.
only 8. Well, I don't know. That's what he said anyways. For Jen and I, in order to get to know people, we really value honesty. And ultimately, those are the people we hang out with. When we find out we're being deceived by people, we just stop hanging out with them. Pretty simple. And that's one of the reasons that I'm going to be teaching out of that video with Alan Watts that I watched today on developing your true self. And the things that hold you back from being your authentic true self. And of course, when people suppress their shadow self, you know, that then they end up creating a false self. Anybody who's not really strong in just the strong moral and ethical behaviors, you know, always telling the truth, and you know, never, you know, not intentionally lying or cheating. If you can manage to do that in your life, you'll have a really good life. And if you're really putting on that mask, you know, a lot of people put on the mask trying to pretend they're somebody else, and then they not only bury their true selves, they no longer even know what their true self is because they buried it for so long. And so it takes a lot of work to, I think one of the things was Hall of Mirrors that Alan Watts talked about, the Hall of Mirrors, of course the shadow self, which Carl Jung was really into, helping people do that shadow work so that, you know, you can bring out those repressed parts of you that are really important and that you really need to embrace to be your authentic self. And it takes a lot of work, and usually you need a counselor or a therapist or somebody who can work with you and listen without judgment. And Jen and I listen without judgment.
Hey Jen, did you remember me? Of course, Isaac, I remember you.
Who's Isaac? Oh, he's an 8-year-old in the Philippines. Yeah, that's what he said. So that's what we remember. So who are you, baby Cole? Let our audience know who you are. You're 48 years young, yeah? She's got 4 children, the youngest being 20 and the oldest being 25. And her youngest will turn 21 this December. December 19th is Laura Jean's birthday. And we call Laura Jean Jen. Because she's like the genie in the bottle. She's a gin.
Do it more egg.
You told me you were going to eat it.
You leave me this there.
I left you the eggs. I'm looking for these.
Hi Michael C. Looks good, guys. Yeah.
It is. I will always be able to watch your channel. Sweet! We love that. And sucralose, or not sucralose, stevia. Stevia. Oh, it's hiding here underneath. Do you have some?
Get something in my butt.
Okay. I gave up the sucralose, and guess what? The ringing in my ears is going away, and I gave up the caffeine, which was always in the Coke Zero, and I drank like, what, 4 to 6 liters of that Coke Zero every day? Mm-hmm. Wow, do I miss that. But you know what? My balance is coming back, and my heart feels better, and I think that caffeine in that low dose was just really fucking me up. Because it was all day long. And it was for like, what, since I was 18 years old? So, what, 50 years of...
Hello, Michael. Hello, Rose.
Think about that.
Thank you for the bread. I'm eating now the bread, not baby love.
Yeah. 50 years I ate that shit, baby.
What?
Coke Zero.
Oh, drink.
I drank Coke Zero for 50 plus years. Well, from the age of 18 until Well, I was what, 71? I just quit here a couple of months ago. And all of a sudden I'm feeling better. It's like, maybe this low dose of caffeine. I would drink, again, between
And the Coke Zero have lots of caffeine.
a lot of caffeine. And I was drinking, now I know they got a caffeine-free one here, but one of the reasons I drank it was for the caffeine. So, and I would get headaches occasionally, you know.
You
But,
are always welcome. Thank you.
wow, yeah. We had a really good time there today. And Michael C. and Rose got a great little place down there in Trece. If any of you are watching our YouTube channel and you're thinking about coming to the Philippines, we hook up with a lot of wonderful people here. And down in Trece Martires, Michael C. has come across a great little condo situation. They're renting for, and it's by the month. And I think he's paying, what, 14,000 pesos a month for a really nice little place. And it's got an upstairs and a downstairs. And there's like, I think, like 8 units there or something like that. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think it's 8.
Yeah.
8 doors.
Yeah. And he's the only one right now who's occupying any of the units. So there's 7 more still available. But I think another couple's coming up, and they pretty much have got I think the one that's behind him. And that's not
Yeah, I think I'm German and
somebody from Germany, yeah.
some also from Trece.
Yeah. And so if you're on a budget, that's, or even if you're not, that's a really good place to go. That's good. The best banana in the
Of
Philippines.
course, you too, Isaac. You're there. I love you being there.
Yes.
Thank you for standing by on
Thank you so
us
much.
and-
And Isaac, you can become a yoga, fitness, dance coach, and you can learn NLP from me, and be the most amazing young man in the Philippines. Totally, right? Let's try the sabah. So this is a boiled sabah here. You can boil it, fry it. I don't recommend sticking it in places where the sun don't shine. But you could. So Jen and I are going to be putting out a video. Her daughters will be putting out a video this week on anxiety, and Jen and I are going to work tomorrow. Yeah? I'm putting out a video on anxiety. Because anxiety is a problem that anybody can solve. Anxiety is just a normal part of the human condition.
It's an olive bread.
Yeah, it smells really good. Let me smell. Oh, yeah, that smells good.
I will clean my plate with the bread.
What's your idea on the taste of it?
It's okay. No, I'm not a big fan of sweet bread.
Is it sweet?
No.
This is a cream cheese, light peanut butter. Sorry, Jerry Lou, we ran out of your peanut butter again. And stevia for sweetener. I add a little sweetener. Jen doesn't like it. But the stevia, the sweetener I'm using now is stevia and erythritol, which are natural sugars, natural sweeteners. So they're not really elevating your blood sugar levels. And I would recommend to anybody out there who's diabetic to eat more complex type carbs rather than the simple sugars.
Hi, Ray.
All right.
I just see you just live.
We love to eat, Ray.
You just always eating whenever
You know,
I
Ray.
tune in.
Ray loves to dance. Ray loves to sing. Ray loves to drink alcohol. That's not
Hello,
healthy for you.
Soumia. It's been a while. I didn't see you. How are you?
Ray loves to have fun, and so do we. And eating is fun. It's just that we eat responsibly. Kind of like they say, drink responsibly. That's kind of hard to do when you start drinking.
Eat more bitter melon to lower your blood sugar.
hmm Oh my God, I hate bitter melon. I think I would rather eat balut than bitter melon. Not kidding you. I do not like liver. I do not like bitter melon, and that's a jambalaya, and I do not like cilantro. It's like you want to ruin food, put liver. Liver and jambalaya, that would probably be the worst combination of anything in the world. Oh my God. But if I had to, I could survive on balut. Even the 18-day balut.
All friends like, subscribe. Thank you very much, Soumia. I didn't mind it much when I tried pinakbet. Yeah. When you're eating pinakbet, it's not really.
It tastes better. You can do things to make it taste better. I ate a piece of jambalaya the other day, and it was kind of like, yeah, it's almost tolerable.
This propal me and my husband. Okay, so this is a new propal of you, Soumia.
Where's Soumia from?
She's from India, I think. If I am not mistaken.
Are you from India, Soumia?
Yeah, I think she's a Indian girl.
I know a lot of Indians are Hindus. And
This is a black olive. Thank you, Rose.
of course, I think all religions are a little bit crazy.
Yeah, she said, yes, uncle. She's from India.
Okay. So I think all religions are a little bit crazy, but I tend to like the Buddhist religion, the Jainis, the Hindus. They're just really nice people. The Hindus got a bit of a caste system, which I don't like, but it is what it is. Jen and I have created our own system called Disciples of Tao, and we are very much like Hindus and Buddhists, but we don't have any supernatural, unfalsifiable beliefs. And we believe that everybody should have an equal opportunity, and we don't have a hierarchy system. Even Jen and I, when we've
Hi,
created,
name two. Hi.
when we've created this system, it is non-hierarchical. There's nobody superior or inferior to anybody. You have teachers and students, and guess what? Everybody's a teacher, everybody's a student.
Name two. What's your name? Two.
And we're hooking up like with people like Ray and Michael C. And we're trying to promote this philosophy of, egalitarian. Everybody should have an equal opportunity. Everybody should have the opportunity to go to school and have books and, have dignity, take a clean shower, and have food in their belly when they go to school to learn.
Ray believes religions are how God relates to each person on the individual level based on their personality.
Yeah, and so I would say that you don't need a religion to believe in God. So I would say if you believe in God, again, God's your creator. What would God want for you? He'd want the best life. So that means you got to put in some effort.
You need to take care of your body and
Wow.
mind.
And that's what Jen and I teach. We teach people how to take responsibility. Why they have to. Because if you're an irresponsible person, you're not going to have much value in this life.
It's kind of late that we eat now because from my Zumba, from the dance workout outside, and Tim wake me.
Yes.
He wake me because he want to make a live video with me. So
They don't want to watch me. They want to see her.
mhm.
That's right.
I don't think so.
I'm not stupid.
Finish the egg, baby?
No,
No?
no.
I'll finish it.
Yes.
I should not dare you.
Sometimes Jen, she overdoes it. And then she gets home and she's biting everybody's head off.
Not really. Everybody still have their own head.
They have their own head, but it's all chewed up. Because she is short-tempered. She gets hangry. And you don't want to make her hangry.
Sometimes I was feel not good in my attitude like that, but you know, woman's hormone just kick in. It's
And-
like and then when I realized that I was very hard for them, I feel a little guilty. But you know, what happens happens.
And I don't want to make her feel guilty. I just want her to be aware of it. So that she can try to... It takes a while. You know, it takes a lot of training to change who you are. It can be done, but it takes a lot of training. And it helps if you have a group like the group that Jen and I are creating because, you know, even myself, you know, I have these beliefs and some of them are just fucked up. And I'm okay to sit back and let somebody tell me, hey, you know, what you're doing here is fucked up. And that's how I learned to move forward. I just realized that I'm not perfect. I don't need to pretend like I'm perfect. Yeah, and for me, I don't believe in a God, so I don't worship one. But again, that's to each his own. I would say probably the most important thing in life is to show your gratitude by taking care of your health. Take responsibility
Excuse me.
for this body. Because even if you're worshiping God, God's not going to come down and save you.
Excuse me.
Now, of course, a lot of people have a belief in the afterlife, but again, there's no evidence for an afterlife, there's no evidence for a soul, there's no evidence for a hell or a heaven. But there is evidence that you exist, and there's evidence that energy exists, and here we are. What can we do? Try to live,
Yeah, just enjoy your life.
try to live the best life possible.
I'm okay. What you believe? Right? Oh my God.
We don't judge, we evaluate.
The egg just come to my throat.
As a practitioner and teacher of NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, I accept that everybody has gone through some shit in their life. And I don't know what all kinds of shit they've gone through. And some people have a strong belief in God, and some people take it personally when you don't believe as they do. But it's like,
Yeah.
your life becomes really hard when you take things personally because there's so many people with different beliefs out there.
Let me put this there.
And a belief is just that. It's just a belief. I had a lot of beliefs in my life that I found out were just wrong. I have an identical twin brother, and he believes that nobody cares. And it's like, well, no, people
We care.
But when somebody gets this attitude that nobody cares, it's like,
Hi, Sly Brown. More than others, PPL have gone through some.
everybody has gone through shit. But some people have gone through more shit than others. So, 2,500 years ago, the Buddha Gautama discovered that everybody goes through shit. Why? Because we're the only creature on this planet that knows that we're going to get old, we're going to get sick, and then we're going to die. And you can have a super wonderful life, but
Hello, how you all doing?
Mabuti naman.
We're great.
We are great.
We are the goat.
We're the goat. She's the goat. Are you the goat, baby?
Meh.
Meh. And our granddaughter.
Thank you, Sly Brown.
Our granddaughter's the goat too. It's funny watching her run around going, meh. What does the goat say? Meh. What does the sheep say? Meh.
No.
What?
What's the sheep say? Bah. What's the horse say? Nay. Thank you, Sly Brown.
Yeah, life is what it is. We just accept people and we have a good life. I have an amazing life. Is it sad knowing that I'm going to die? Not really.
Yeah, I need to buy candies for treat or tricks.
Because you know what? When I die, I won't know it. Turns out. But I mean, you know, when you get to be my age, you know, I'm 71. But you know, I've been taking the youthberry tea, so I only look like I'm 69 and a half. Yeah, baby? It's true. And there for a while.
That is our favorite, you know, in Starbucks.
Yeah, that's how I'm getting away from the caffeine. I'm taking this tea. It's kind of a berry flavored tea. It's called Youthberry Tea. You can get it at Starbucks. If you got a senior card, it's 110 pesos, which isn't too bad. And then I add to it a little bit of stevia, and wow, it's just wow, kind of like a strawberry drink. Really
Yeah.
nice and hot.
They
too.
give us what is this? Honey.
They always give me honey, and so I give it away to my friends. So if you happen to be at Starbucks with me, I'll give you honey.
Honey, my love, so sweet.
Yeah, you know what they say, no money, no honey.
Oh, you finished cream cheese?
I did. And I feel good. I am beyond Hari Hachibu, so I'm more than 80%. Ray, I really loved that thing you did there with Simon on the fasting. Wow, that's so cool. It's hard for me to find intermittent fasters and people who are eating keto carnivore up here in the Philippines. And most of the people I talk to, and most people have like a metabolic syndrome, and so
Yes, right?
yeah,
If you believe
I believe exactly the same way. That's why we are not critical of other people. Besides that, it's like because life is hard.
That's what
Mahirap.
life's supposed to be.
Mabuhay.
So
Hard.
if you are not happy in something, well, you do it.
I think life should be all about achieving happiness and well-being.
Yes,
Because if you're not happy, you're miserable. Yeah.
that is the important.
Well, actually,
being
most
alive.
people are seeking pleasure. And pleasure and happiness, they're
Are very
different
different.
animals. Now you
Are
gotta
different.
have some pleasure in life.
Mhm.
But when you have pleasure and happiness, now you got ecstasy. And so these meals that Jen and I eat, wow, these are pleasurable meals. And because we're doing the intermittent fasting along with it, and because we're staying low carb, then we get happy because, you know, our future self is always going, thank you, yesterday's self. Thank you for helping me out. To have a,
Give a pat in your back, shoulder. Okay, I love that. Harder, harder.
they do this kind of thing where they put their hand cup and then they pound on their cupped hand like this.
Mm.
And then they do
I
that.
want a hard massage.
She
So
does. And she tells me harder, but I just go at my own hardness.
trust me, he's always getting hard.
I'm too gentle. I'm too gentle.
Did I say something not right?
No, that's okay.
Thank you very much, Ray. I really appreciate your things, your belief, your way.
Oh, okay. So you have a fiance that wants to take care of you in a gym. Wow, that's great. I recommend that all expats come here and find a caregiver, because they're all over the Philippines here. These women who want to take care of you, you know.
Good for you, Sly.
You know, it's like I remember reading this book on what men want and what women want.
I said I'll take care of her. That is the relationship.
Yeah,
Give
you
and
take care of
take.
her, and she
And
takes
she
care of you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Give and take.
it's a two-way street, and it's give and take. And if you're happy, she might not be happy, but you'll be happy. If she's happy, then your happiness will grow.
When you're happy and you know.
Clap your hands.
Excuse me, guys.
So yeah, it's a two-way street, and I would say, because I've met some expats here who are not happy with their girls.
Some of it.
Some of them are not happy with their girls, and some of them are not all that happy. They're having pleasurable times, they're having a good time, but they're not necessarily happy. And a lot of the happiness, because in order to really be happy, you got to have a pretty good sense of health and knowing that you're going to make it into the next few weeks being okay and feeling pretty good. And a lot of expats are neglecting their health. There's some situations that you cannot resolve, and I can't help you resolve it. You know, I mean, if you've got really bad cancer or something like that, or you know, you got an eyeball poked out or something, there's only so much I can do for you. But I can help people achieve a little bit better sense of self and happiness by just doing their daily tasks, which is exercising, doing what you can, and then your future self will thank you. And eating healthy, and you know, staying away from, you know, if you're going to drink alcohol, moderation. Cigarettes I don't recommend it at all, because it affects your lungs, which is going to affect the mitochondria in your body. So you need, you know, the mitochondria are making energy for you, and if you're a low energy being, it shines through as a dull kind of cloud over you, a dark cloud. You can see people with low energy. They're not doing healthy things. They're not eating healthy. They're oftentimes they're in a toxic relationship or a toxic work environment, or they're overwhelmed. They're overthinking. They've got anxiety. And Jen and I are going to put together some videos on how to help people to first recognize that they're not their ego. You're not that little voice inside your head that says, "Oh, this is how it is. I'm doomed to live this life." No, you're not. You can step out of that. And what's nice is, I know there's a lot of people out there who believe in God, but this is God-free stuff. This is just what you can do to make your life a little better. And that's what Jen and I help people do. And so, yeah, we've got some really, really good videos coming up. The girls, Sheila May and Lori Jean, are going to be putting together a video this week on anxiety. The why, the what, and the how to overcome it, what causes anxiety, why you have anxiety, and how to overcome it. And then Jen and I are going to be
Who am I to tell someone else what their life should look like?
We don't tell other people what their life should look like. What we do is we inspire other people by living the life we want to live. We're just our authentic self. And I think you're probably pretty much the same way, Ray. You're just living your authentic self. And so, but there are a lot of people out there who tell people how they should live. And a lot of people say to me, well, this is unsolicited advice. And yeah, that's exactly correct. This is unsolicited advice, but this is our YouTube channel, and this is what we do.
I love you, Ray, when you're dancing in front of anybody.
Yeah, so...
Hopefully, you join with me in my dance workout in the Galawan Fitness in Tagaytay.
Yeah, join Jen up there in the Galawan Fitness. And maybe put together some...
Yeah, bring Cardin there and...
Or another girl if you
Yeah,
want.
there's other girl that you'd been putting in the live in the Facebook, and she's a good dancer too.
Yeah.
I see her. I don't know who she is.
And just because we don't believe that you, as you believe, don't take it personally.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know, it's like, we'll put together a video on how not to take things personally. Because when you take things personally, you end up getting triggered, you get discombobulated, and it just makes life miserable for you. Jen and I, we just don't take things personally. People tell me I'm fucked up all the time, and I go, yeah, guess what? So's the rest of the world. Big fucking deal. I'm not perfect, you know. and they tell me how I'm going to hell and how I'm going to be dog shit on the earth because I don't believe in God, and how because I'm not a MAGA Republican, how I'm fucked up, and how I voted for Joe Biden, and so wow, you're stupid. And it's like, okay, whatever. I just don't hang out with those people. I have a lot of friends who are Republicans, not MAGA Republicans. The MAGA Republicans take things too personally, and they have they justify being rude. Oh, I love that, baby coat. So we got a rack today for our towels, and this is nice, and it folds up too. So now I can have dry towels rather than these semi-wet towels, because we don't have dryers here in the Philippines.
Gotta stay positive regardless.
Yes. And Jen and I, we don't necessarily stay positive. We at least stay neutral. Don't worry about staying positive. Just go to neutral, to where you're not being triggered. And I find that's an easier scenario. It's kind of like if you can imagine your car's in forward gear and you're cruising along, and then you run into a roadblock and you take things personally. It's like you don't just, suddenly go from stop or reverse and back to positive, especially if you're in a reverse. If you're depressed or you're having anxiety, you're in reverse. And so you don't just shift it into positive. You can't. You have to go to neutral first. So get to neutral and then take it from there. And Jen and I help people who are in that position where they're negative or they're having problems with their diet, their meditation, their study, and we give them a group to come to where we accept them, doesn't matter who they are, as long as they're not toxic. We don't deal with toxic. There's 8 billion people on this planet, and
No toxic, no bullying.
no toxic, no bullying. And if somebody wants to bully us and tell us how to behave, it's like, okay,
I'm done with the bully.
whatever. Yeah, I've had enough of that. I've got an identical twin brother who's a complete narcissist. He's not sociopathic, but he is a narcissist. He's almost a psychopath because he has very little empathy at all. But that's the trait of a lot of narcissists. They just don't have any empathy. And I found that a lot of far-right conservatives have very little empathy for their fellow Americans. And I'm just saying, hey, can't we all get along? Because if we can't get along, I'm going to get along without you. And yeah, like they said, if you don't like it, leave. That's exactly what I did. I didn't like our country, so I left. And you know what? I'm going to continue to proselytize and espouse my opinions on how to live a good life. And I don't tell people how to live. I advise them. And if they want to take it personally, that's their problem. They're not in my life anyways, usually. But on that being said, I'm nice to pretty much everybody. I'm polite. I'm not gonna call you out and make rude comments. Not unless you're on Facebook getting crazy. People get on Facebook and they get crazy, and then I throw a little bit of gasoline on their fire. And yeah, it's kind of enjoyable watching them explode, which they always do. I've had a lot of people that say, they blocked me. I'm blocked. And Facebook used to do that to me first. At first, back in, right after, I've been being blocked since 2012 when I originally got on Facebook. I wasn't as well governed as I am now. I lived a life of self-governance to the point to where I was really diminishing my authentic self, and so I had literally come to the point where I invalidated myself, and then I became this what the conservatives like to call snowflakes, and I was a snowflake, and it's like, I didn't really care. It didn't bother me. If someone calls me a snowflake, it's like, that's okay, I like snow.
She is in Jamaica, and she's a Filipina?
I don't like it here either. She wants me to move. there until things settle down here in 3 years. Yeah, and I don't know if things are going to settle down in 3 years. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in the United States. I can't predict the future. I know that the United States, as I knew it when I was growing up, is a different place. Donald Trump wanted to make America great again. Well, he made it like it was before, which was racist and homophobic and divided. And yeah, it's gotten there. And right in my own family. My own family has basically ostracized me because I don't think as they do. And yeah, I've got strong MAGA Republicans in my family. There's quite a few of them. And I've got people who are far left who are just as big as assholes as the people on the far right because they take things personally. It doesn't matter which side you're on, when you go to these extremes, you're going to live a miserable life. And what I say is, if you can step away from that, just step away from it. If you can't, then I guess you're going to have to tolerate it like I did. I tolerated a bad marriage for, 33 years? 33, almost 34 years. I was, when I got my divorce, I was 1 month shy of 34 years. Actually, it was even less than that. It was 10 days shy of 34 years. I got married on June 28th of 1975, and I was married until the divorce paper came through on June the 18th of 2009. And let me tell you guys, when she walked out the door, I thought my life would collapse, and guess what? Whew, what a relief. That was nice. It's like, I didn't know that happiness could come just from somebody leaving. And so, yeah, I made my life a lot happier by staying away from people who are just miserable all the damn time. And some people are just like that. They just can't get happy. They take things personally, they make assumptions, they run smear campaigns on you, and you know what, you're not going to change them. They're beyond changing. And especially beyond your pay grade. If you haven't taken a lot of psychology, philosophy, if you haven't studied human behavior, good luck trying to change a narcissist or a sociopath or a psychopath. Psychopaths and sociopaths, almost impossible to change. Narcissists, only if they want to change. People with borderline personality disorder, those people are actually changeable. They just have an identity crisis. People who are histrionic, those people are a tough call because they are just atom bombs waiting to go off. They're like a hand grenade. They kill everybody in the room. They will ruin a party, but they're drama queens, and so that's what they live for. And you're not going to change them. That's what they live for.
Be told, I haven't had my TB on since 4 years before Biden, and it's still okay.
That's good for you. Breaking these dopamine habits are really, really hard to do. So it sounds like you've made a huge move in that direction, Sly. And I would say that if you're going to do TV, do it in that positive sense where you watch the YouTubes that you enjoy watching, you know, and then if you want to watch news channels that are more enlightening rather than just focusing on all this negative bullshit, which is kind of what I do. I watch, you know, I've always watched the history channels and the science channels and philosophy and psychology, and I watch entertainment channels that give me value. I really love the YouTubes that are coming out now with all the health going on, you know, the nutritional health and the free dance and the free yoga. It's like, wow, this is just amazing. The world is changing. And there's a lot of things that you can do, a lot of selections you can make to stay away from that toxic stuff. And it's really toxic, especially if you get tied up into it. And I would just say, if somebody's tied up into that toxic stuff, that's their life. And you're not going to change them. You can't do it. They're beyond help. And the only way they're ever going to get help is to first admit that they have a problem. They're probably not going to admit that they have a problem because they don't realize it. And if they did realize it, they're too heavily invested into it, so they don't even know what to do. And part of changing means getting a good coach or a mentor, and getting a team of people where you're going to get support in making those changes, because change is hard. Yeah, baby?
Yes.
It is. But if you don't change, you're going to have trouble adapting. And Jen and I teach people how to adapt, especially in this modern world, because technology is changing so fast. And guess what? We all want that technology. I mean, wouldn't you love to be able to put a chip in your brain that allows you to think like a computer? I would. Or wouldn't you love to find if they come up with some kind of a amazing cure for cancer, or to clean out your arteries, and extend life, another 10, 15, 20 years. And I'm pretty sure that in the next, in the next 100 years, if mankind can survive this, that people will be living, 150 to 200 years. It'll be just like, oh, everybody lives to be 150, 200 years old. I mean, you died at the age of 80? Wow, you died so young. But that's why my mom's still alive. She wanted to live long enough to where they found a cure for old age. Unfortunately, she's had dementia or Alzheimer's for the last, and they're very similar, Alzheimer's and dementia. There's really things, and I don't know the nuances on it, but she has lost her memory. And so I've got an identical twin brother. She doesn't recognize me. She doesn't recognize my children. She doesn't recognize the grandchildren. She doesn't recognize people anymore, And my mom was a full-blown narcissist. And she was a tiger parent. And she was hell on wheels until she got to be about 86. And
No chips, and already had cancer. Third stage, 58, and waiting to see 200.
wow.
What do you mean?
Well, I know third stage cancer's not good. And no chips for intelligence. It depends on the individual, everybody has their own dreams. My dream is to just exist in a happy state until I die of natural causes, which will hopefully be another, at least another 10, 20 years. That'd be nice. And then when you die, you don't know it. So, and then we'll see what happens after that. Maybe nothing, but maybe we'll come into existence again. I don't know.
Who has the stage 3 cancer?
I don't know. Waiting to turn 200 years young.
Uh-oh.
Purified water. I'm hoping one of these days to get it somewhere other than a plastic jug, because I don't like these microplastics. But we're stuck with it here in the Philippines. As a matter of fact, I think all over the world. Jen and I, though, we do recycle because we're big
Me, I
fans.
had a cancer. Oh, really?
Wow, that's hard. That's scary, really, because you're too young, really.
Don't eat sugar. Slide.
Being in the Philippines here, Jen and I've developed so many friendships here, and I'm watching expats and Filipinos, because the expats are usually a little older. They're dying in their late 60s or 70s. Some are living into their 80s, but we've seen them dropping off, because you get to know somebody. And now I've been here for 9 years, and so we've been to a lot of funerals. I remember when the COVID came back here in 2020, in Balagbag, late 2020, we had a dozen seniors drop off within a week. It was like crazy. People you get to know and love. I mean, some really nice people. Half of them I didn't know. Half of them I was pretty good friends with. And it was like, holy shit, I hope I don't get COVID. And then I did get COVID here about, 4 months ago?
Yeah.
And it's true what they say, your lungs fill up with fluid, and then they become like your lungs are like a sponge, and so if your lungs are full of fluid, they can't, respire. They can't bring in oxygen to your system. And so then you're coughing up fluid, just clear liquid, and you're not getting the oxygen to your system. And so you become oxygen deprived, and because your lungs are just very, they're not squeezing fully, and so I had to do the deep diaphragmatic breathing. What they do when you go into the hospital is they put you on to a breathing machine so that it just forces you to breathe. It's actual mechanical breathing for you, and of course I don't have that kind of medical, and so I just had to do my own. Fortunately, I've been meditating and breathing for almost 20 years now, and so I just forced myself to breathe deep, and I would be awake sometimes all night long just trying to breathe deep. You breathe in deep, you hold that breath, and then you blow it all out, and you got to do it through your belly. It's belly breathing, and I would recommend to anybody.
My
right
girl
now,
said, I'm
a cyborg. Back surgery, metal rods, cancer, a bag, now 3 more surgeries. Oh my God. Good sleep? No, you're not having good sleeps. And so, but what can you do about it, Sly? You can still do some things.
Sly Brown, focus to your diet, please.
Well, diet's number one. You gotta go low carb, and I highly recommend intermittent fasting.
Low carb, no sugar.
Yeah, it's probably the intermittent fasting is a life changer, and
Yeah. Intermittent fasting is a healing process.
Yeah.
It takes time.
Good sleep during surgery. Yeah, you're probably all doped up. My guess is, heavy duty anesthetics, but you don't want to get hooked on those drugs. And a lot of people get hooked on the drugs. I see a lot of people up here with hip problems, knee problems, back problems, and they're taking medication all the time. And these medications are constipating. Eventually, they don't even take away the pain, so you're not getting much pain relief, and then you're addicted to them. And then your breathing becomes shallow. When your breathing becomes shallow, now you're developing metabolic syndrome because you don't have the oxygen you need. So, it takes a lot of work to really get healthy, but it's worth it. And it's
To all our viewers who had a cancer,
Yeah.
always focus to your diet. and just be
diet
careful.
number one.
Don't feed your cancer cell because the food of the cancer is the sugar.
Yeah.
So always be careful and be aware what you're eating and what you're drinking, okay? Just be careful and be aware. Because awareness is the key.
Awareness is the key, and so this is what Disciples of Tao helps people to do, is understand that if you really want to make changes in your life, you need to become more aware of who you are. And you don't want to be identifying with that voice inside your head.
I only do that during surgery, Brad.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I have a lot of friends up here who are on blood pressure medication. And the doctors, when I went in with my after the COVID with my heart problem, they put me on cholesterol lowering medication, heart medication, diabetic medication, which I didn't need, and so I didn't take any of it. I bought 3 of the drugs. They gave me 7 different drugs. I bought 3 of them just to keep Jen nice and calm and peaceful. I took them one night and I got worse the next day. So I said, nope, no more of this. I've been a pharmacist long enough to know that the statins don't work worth a shit. That I don't want to become dependent on these heart medications to lower my blood pressure. I have to do it through diet and meditation and exercise, which is what I do. And the diabetic medication is like, I've already got this under control. They gave me diabetic medication and my blood sugars were, after eating, get this, I didn't even go in with the fasting blood glucose. It was 129, and they went, oh my God, you're diabetic. 129? Give me a break. We're here in the Philippines though, and the doctors
He has
are,
500 plus sugar when he was discovered that he got diabetic, type 2 diabetes. Right?
yeah, my blood sugars were 500. My hemoglobin A1C was 12.5. And so, yeah, they put me on glyburide and metformin, and initially, and I was on those for 3 months, and my sister immediately put me on she's the doctor, my doctor, and she put me on the South Beach diet, and with diet and exercise alone, I dropped my blood sugars down to 150 at the end of 3 months. But that was with the medication, and then she said, let's taper you off the medication. I didn't taper, I just quit it. And then my blood sugars continued to drop, my blood pressure continued to drop. I got rid of my chronic cough, I started losing weight, all from low carb diet and exercise.
I'll show you slide
And intermittent
Tim
fasting.
before when he got his diabetic.
So when people tell me it can't be done, I just go, okay, I did it. If I did it, you can do it. I'm not that special.
This is Tim when he was found that he got a type 2 diabetes. See it? Maybe?
There it is.
Yeah, I see it. That's him. 306 pounds when he was 52.
Yeah, 52. That was in 2006. And so I was like that from, I started to gain weight when I was about 38 years old. Prior to that, I was a fat kid, but then I got on the swim team and I lost all this weight. And then I got fat again before I went into college.
Now he's 71.
Well, I'm 71. And then I lost all the weight during college,
Almost
and I
20
kept
years.
it off. And it was a struggle until I was 38 years old. And when I was 38, I started putting on the weight again. And I just kept climbing. What? There. That works.
But I need to tie it again.
Jen bought some nice racks for the towels, so we're going to...
Lamesa?
Hindi. Sampayan.
May paliit.
Ha? Pantawel lang to na. Only for towel. Bakit to?
towel rack.
Bakit?
Ano lang?
Tapusin mo na.
Kaya mo yan.
Dali na.
Ano pa ako?
So, yeah. So, Jen and I'll probably watch Netflix here pretty soon.
Dali.
I like watching Netflix.
Lalagyan pa to ng screw. Okay guys, thank you very much. Thank you, Sly. Really appreciate that. This is our rock. We're making our rock. Anak, yun doon. Yung binigay ko sa'yo dito sa dulo. Kasi is pa yun. May screw yun. Eto yung dalawa wala. Yan. So, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sly. Thank you very much, Ray. Thank you very much, Mike. Welcome and later. Yeah, every day we're doing our live.
Sing and dance videos.
Yeah, live video. So hopefully you support us. And I was inviting you, Rose and Michael, to the gym to join with us, and also you, Ray, with Carlin, and all the person who want to join with us in our fitness. So please join with us.
And I think Ray could really hook up with me on helping people with the intermittent
Yeah,
fasting.
Ray is a good dancer and he's a good intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
Okay guys, thank you again very much. It's almost 8:20. Thank you all. Have a good day and have a good night and have a good day ahead. Bye.
Bye. Bye.